Week 6 in the books. Let's get started because I don't have time for this bullshit. Thursday night, the Falcons lose to the Saints 31-21. The Saints were back for one night. The Falcons blew some real good opportunities to at least score on a few plays, but the Saints would have won anyway because it was just the Saints' night. That's all that was. How about Benjamin Watson for the Saints, though? And here's the other thing. Drew Brees versus Matt Ryan in primetime. 10 out of 10 times. Anyway, Drew Brees is going to win on primetime because Matt Ryan, he sucks in primetime games. I mean, he really does. He didn't play bad last Thursday, but it is what it is. Plus a couple of dumbass turnovers by Tevin Coleman. And I kind of butchered that name when I did my live reaction, my Red Zone live reactions a couple weeks ago, about a month ago actually, because it was Devontae Freeman that was running the ball against the Cowboys, and he was running the ball again tonight or Thursday night against the Saints. But it is what it is. Mark Ingram 2 touchdowns on the ground. Saints improved to 2-4. Falcons are 5-1, and the Falcons are proven frauds. That's what that loss represents. The fact that they're proven frauds. Because who did they beat? The NFC East and the Texans. I mean, wow, such impressiveness there. But hey, 5-1 is 5-1. It is what it is. All right, on to the Sunday games. Fuck you, Tennessee. Dolphins. Killing the Tennessee Titans 38-10. Congratulations to the Dolphins head coach, Dolphins interim coach, Dan Campbell, who's built like a fucking beast. He looks like a guy who should be playing football, but in any event, oh wait, he did play football. I forgot, but in any event, Ryan Tannehill 2 touchdown passes, 2 interceptions. One of them was not his fault. The second one was because of Jordan Cameron. And of course, the other quarterback, Mariota, gets hurt. Sprained MCL off of a cheap shot by the Miami Dolphins. It is what it is. They did get penalized for it, so it's whatever. But Titans, you fucking suck. It is what it is. They still fucking suck. But congratulations nonetheless to the Miami Dolphins. 2-3 are the Dolphins. Titans 1-4, and they still look like shit. All right. Texans defeating the Jacksonville Jaguars 31-30. So I guess Jacksonville still sucks. I mean, it is what it is. Fucking bullshit. Blake Bortles 3 interceptions, including a pick 6. It is what it is. Brian Hoyer, though, and DeAndre Hopkins getting the job done again. DeAndre Hopkins is starting to prove that he's actually that he could be a good wide receiver. I mean, there should have been no doubt from last year because he was playing well last year. But many would argue that he was playing well last year because everyone was double covered Andre Johnson. But that can't be the case anymore. So whatever. All right, Houston 2-4, Jaguars 1-5, and they suck. All right, Bengals defeating the Bills 34-21. This was a pick I should have fucking changed. I had Buffalo, but had I realized that EJ Manuel was fucking starting, I would have taken the fucking Bengals. So that's my fault, Cincinnati. It is what it is. Andy Dalton, Jeremy Hill, Giovanni Bernard, and Tyler Eifert and Marvin Jones get the job done again. Especially Eifert. It is what it is. And man, Cincinnati took care of that Buffalo defense pretty easily, quite frankly. So, granted, not the same group as week 1, but you know the core of that team, which is still the defensive line, was still on there. But whatever. EJ, he ran for a touchdown. Yippee the fuck on that. And Buffalo actually had the lead at one point. Yeah. Anyway, Bengals still remain perfect at 6-0, and Buffalo Bills fall to 3-3. I will say this about Sammy Watkins. He did, because he did catch a touchdown pass, but I believe he suffered a knee injury as well. And now he won't make. And now word is he won't even make the trip. Who knows? I gotta look into it, but it is what it is. Moving on. Okay, call the fucking cops. The Broncos stole another fucking victory. Broncos defeating the Cleveland Browns 26-23, and once again, Peyton Manning struggles. I mean, although it's not just Peyton Manning. Some of this shit is because of Peyton. I'm not going to excuse that Peyton Manning here, okay? However, maybe if Emmanuel Sanders and fucking Demaryius Thomas would stop dropping a few passes every now and then, you know, who knows? But in any event, and the Broncos running game, once again, inconsistent. I mean, and Peyton Manning, this is where Peyton Manning throwing another pick six, and there you go. But hey, after he threw that pick six, he went back on the field and threw a traditional six to Emmanuel Sanders. He caught it when it needed to be caught. I mean, you know, it is what it is. Although he did suffer a shoulder injury, and shit, Shane Ray of the defense, the Broncos defense, he suffered a knee injury as well. I haven't looked at the report yet, but judging by the injury, he did not return to the field in that Browns game. Yeah, how about Barnett catching 2 touchdowns on the Broncos defense? Yeah, Denver has got to sustain drives, or the Broncos defense is not going to remain number 1 by the end of the year. Holy fucking shit! And you can't keep making the same mistakes when you got to face Green Bay in 2 weeks. You know, because you're facing Aaron Rodgers. You make the same mistakes again, Rodgers is going to capitalize on it. Okay? Hey, give me a break. The Broncos, quite frankly, hate to say it, but they're the most fraudulent 6-0 team. They're the luckiest 6-0 team in the NFL. Because who the fuck did they beat? The only good team they beat were the Minnesota Vikings. Vikings are a good football team, but they're not that good. Come on now. Other than that, who did they beat? The Ravens, who are 1-5. The Lions, who are also 1-5. The Raiders, who are 2-4. Lots of teams are 2-4 so far. Seems to be the popular record this year. You know, and they recently beat the Browns. I mean, you know, give me a break. And they nearly lost to that fucking team with Squinty McClown at quarterback. But Josh McCown threw a pick six as well early in the game, and then they had a chance because remember it was in overtime or whatever. Oh, and that's the other thing. The Broncos pick up their first overtime win under Peyton Manning. They were winless before that. It is what it is. Bottom line is this. Broncos, like I said, 6-0. Browns fall to 2-4. Alright, speaking of which, Lions finally getting a victory. Beating the Chicago Bears 37-34. What a fucking game that was. Yeah. But on the Bears side, yeah, Jay Cutler totally fucking sucks. I mean, you people were right all along. Jay Cutler is garbage and all this stupid fucking shit. That's why he threw a long bomb touchdown or whatever after escaping from the pocket, by the way. I mean, give me a break. He still got some mobility in that pocket. Not in that pocket. That was a little redundant, but you know what the fuck I mean. Yeah, he totally fucking sucks. I mean, but on the flip side, you got the Detroit Lions. And it's finally winning a game. One of those controversial touchdowns, which wasn't really a controversial touchdown. Yeah, once you catch the ball into the end zone, 2 feet, control, you're in. So So finally, the referees gave the Lions a break, or whatever. But it is what it is. Congratulations to the Lions. Glad the Lions won, because now we don't have to talk about who's going to be about will the Lions go winless. It is what it is. Not much to say about this game otherwise. Of course, what sealed the deal for the what sealed the win for the Lions was that long bomb from Matthew Stafford to Calvin Johnson. So yeah, the Lions finally got the job done for a change. The running game, though, still inconsistent. Amir Abdullah, the reason why he's not seeing the field much is because he keeps putting the ball on the fucking ground. Will you stop fucking doing that? Fuck sakes. It is what it is. Bears fall to 2-4. Lions improved to 1-5. Not much improvement, but it is what it is. Okay, fuck you, Kirk Cousins. Jets defeating the Washington Redskins 34-20. It should have been 34-13, quite frankly. In any event, even though I said fuck you, Kirk Cousins, my bad, New York Jets. This is not the Jets of Rex Ryan, or at least Rex Ryan's last 2 years anyway. Todd Bowles is doing a great fucking job. Of course, Cousins throwing an interception to Darrelle Revis, right at Darrelle Revis, I might add. And now people are saying, time to start RG3. It's time to start RG3. Maybe in 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks when the Redskins are out of the fucking playoffs. Then you start Robert Griffin III, because it is what it is. As much as I like Robert Griffin, he's not. He's just not going to be the starting quarterback in Washington anyway, because Jake Gruden just simply doesn't like him. That's all it is. But back to the Jets for a moment. Brandon Marshall and Eric Decker, once again, and Chris Ivory doing a great fucking job. Ryan Fitzpatrick, as long as he doesn't do anything too fucking stupid, the Jets can actually be a good team this year. We'll wait and see. 4-1 doesn't mean you're a good team now. It means they are a good team now. Take that back. Their fucking defense is really fucking good. Holy crap. Sheldon Richardson is back. Muhammad Wilkerson, and of course Darrelle Revis. And there's a lot of other players as well, but I can't go through everything because I gotta keep this moving. Oh god. Okay. Steelers defeating the Cardinals 25-13. I thought Arizona was going to have it for some reason. Yeah. My bad, Pittsburgh. But it wasn't because of Michael Vick, obviously. And Michael Vick injured his hamstring once again. And how the fuck did he do it? He was running the football. He was running the fucking football, and that's how he pulled his hamstring. Picking up a recurrent theme because it happened 2 fucking years ago. It is what it is. But hey, Landry Jones did very well in relief of Michael Vick, throwing 2 touchdown passes, including the game sealer. Both of them actually were to Martavis Bryant. The second one, but that second one though, what the fuck was Arizona doing? I mean, it was because they were just running with Martavis Bryant instead of trying to tackle him for a change. Give me a fucking break. I mean, way too cold for it was, and judging by the weather, it was way too fucking cold for a goddamn picnic. Get the fuck out. Both teams 4-2. Pittsburgh 2-1 now. 2-1 now without Ben Roethlisberger. I mean, they were 2-1 with him and 2-1 without him. Imagine that. Carson Palmer, 420 some yards or whatever, but at that point, that was mostly because of desperation than anything else. All right, moving on. Okay, thank you, Minnesota Vikings defeating the Kansas City Chiefs 16-10. Well, at least the Chiefs receiver scored another touchdown, but the Chiefs were down 13-3 before that. Not really much action in that game. Adrian Peterson, another shaky game. Not a shaky game, just an up and down game. And Teddy Bridgewater, another inconsistent game for him. He threw one touchdown pass, but he threw 2 interceptions, or whatever. It is what it is. How about that rookie wide receiver for the Vikings, though? He caught a lot of passes, or whatever, because Charles Johnson, I think that's that guy's name, didn't even play, or whatever. But it is what it is. Vikings 3-2. Chiefs fall to 1-5, and that's another team Denver beat. Wow, the Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah, 5 consecutive losses after their 1-0 start. This was a good fucking this was a good fucking game as well. Panthers upsetting the Seattle Seahawks, or shocking the Seahawks anyway. 27-23. And once again, Seattle blows another fourth quarter lead. Early on in the game, Cam ran for a touchdown. Cam Newton, that is. Did some weird looking dance, did the Superman pose, and the crowd booed him. And the crowd booed him for it, and it was fucking great. Not the fact that the crowd booed Cam, that was not great, but the fact that the Seahawks fans were pissed off about it, whatever. It is what it is. Okay, that was kind of stupid, but fuck you. Anyway, but yeah, the Seahawks were up 20-7 though at that point. 20-7. And then of course they do what they always do in the fourth quarter, and that's blow a fourth quarter lead. I mean, they've been reenacting Super Bowl 49 in all 4 of their losses. I mean, it's ridiculous. And the Seahawks, and let me just say this. Seattle, the first couple of losses, Seahawks fans were making the excuse of, well, Cam Chancellor wasn't playing, so yeah, of course, Seahawks are going to lose there. Okay, whatever. So Chancellor comes back. They shut out the Chicago Bears. Well, yeah, when you're facing Jimmy Clausen, you better shut out the Chicago Bears. Get the fuck out of here. And then the Lions game happened. They almost lost that game. They won, but not by much. Then the loss to the Cincinnati Bengals. They blamed it on, it was on the road and they didn't have beast mode or whatever. And then this Sunday, they finally used Jimmy Graham. Jimmy Graham played fucking great or whatever. They made that excuse as well. But now the Seahawks fans' excuses are, but Bobby Wagner didn't play. Maybe you should just come to terms to the fact that the Seahawks are not that fucking good this year. Okay? I'm not saying they're a horrible fucking team, not at all. But they're not that I'm just saying they're just not that fucking good. It is what it is. Alright, just a few more things to talk about in that Seahawks-Panthers game. Marshawn Lynch finally scoring a touchdown. Jonathan Stewart scoring of the Panthers scoring a couple touchdowns actually, and of course, the game winning touchdown caught by Greg Olsen. Thanks to some miscommunication issues. Richard Sherman and Cam Chancellor finger pointing and blaming each other or whatever. Wow, but I did like that one play from the Seahawks offense. The old Marshawn Lynch throwing a backwards pass back to Russell Wilson and Russell Wilson throwing it to Ricardo Lockett. And of course, that play was nearly botched because a Panther player was right in front of him. All the Panther player had to do was get his hand up or whatever. But hey, it is what it is. Nice, because that ball was well underthrown by Wilson. Well, not well underthrown, but it was a little bit underthrown there. Need to get that a little bit over more, but it is what it is. It was a touchdown, so whatever. It is what it is. However, like I said, Seahawks are Seahawks are in deep shit if they don't win tonight. I'll tell you that. It is what it is. But yeah, Seahawks fall to 2-4, and the Panthers improved to 5-0. They were the least likely team to remain unbeaten. It is what it is. All right, this was a good game as well. Packers defeating the San Diego Chargers 27-20, and it was a night. It wasn't really a back and forth game, but because the Chargers were behind for most of the game. Phillip Rivers throwing for 500 yards. He also threw about 65 passes or whatever. I mean, when you do the math, it's 7 yards a carry, a pass, whatever. Melvin Gordon, once again, fumbling the football. I believe he got injured as well in his home state of Wisconsin. But, and that's been the problem with Melvin Gordon. I mean, he's taken lessons from Monte Ball, who also was from the University of Wisconsin, which is fumble the ball every fucking time. Not every time, but fumble the ball once every fucking game. Ridiculous. As far as the Packers go, they just it came down to the final play, and one of the Packer defenders showed some hustle and knocked a sure touchdown pass away, and because otherwise it was going to be a fucking tie. I mean, and they would have taken their chances in overtime. Although probably not. I think the Chargers probably would have gone for it because they were on the road for one thing. Who knows? I might be wrong there. But the bottom line is this: Packers 6-0. Chargers 2-4, and Rodgers did not throw an interception this week, so he's going to start a new Lambeau streak. It is what it is. How about James Starks? That's what I wanted to mention. How about James Starks? One touchdown catch, excuse me, and a great touchdown on the ground. He just kept running, and the Chargers didn't catch him. It was picnic time in Lambeau, apparently, too. It is what it is. James Starks, he's really actually shown some improvement. He played well in the 2010 playoffs. But 2011 he didn't do shit. He didn't do anything special anyway. And not in 2012 as well. He's actually been playing well in Eddie Lacy's absence. I mean, sometimes some running backs need a few years. It is what it is. All right, moving on. 49ers defeating the Baltimore Ravens 25-20. The game was, and it was actually a close. This was actually a close game. Ravens were close to winning it. Joe Flacco, tough season for Joe Flacco. It is what it is. How about Colin Kaepernick? Finally, it looks like he's finally playing like the quarterback that the Niners paid all that money for. Plus he's been playing. Plus, he actually played well the past couple of weeks. He played well against the Giants as well. So, the Niners can win this game. Can pull out. We'll wait and see what happens. Steve Smith catching a touchdown, making it close, whatever. Then Flacco threw another touchdown pass. Other than that, not really much excitement. Flacco throwing a dumb fuck interception. Who knows what the fuck he was thinking there? It's down to the last minute, and it is what it is. Niners 2-4. Ravens fall to 1-5. Their worst start in franchise history, if I'm not mistaken. Baltimore's not going to the postseason now, so it is what it is. All right, Sunday Night Football. Patriots defeat the Colts 34-27. It was really 34-20, but Andrew Luck threw a garbage touchdown pass at the end. Andrew Luck didn't throw a punt this week, so finally he did not throw a single fucking punt at all. He let the actual punter do the punting for him for a change. To be fair though, I did like what I saw. I did like what I saw of Andrew Luck. He was able to throw the ball a little bit quicker because the knock on him is that he always holds on to the ball way too long, which is true. Which is true. In some cases, including and especially this season. But yeah. But to be fair though, they're facing a Patriots defense that really isn't all that great. I mean, so you'll have to excuse me if I'm not that impressed by Andrew Luck's performance. But he played his best game. It is what it is. Tom Brady played pretty well too, and of course, yeah, throwing touchdown passes to Julian Edelman, Rob Gronkowski, and LeGarrette Blount, who also ran for a score. So LeGarrette, the cult killer, once again getting the job done for the Patriots. Patriots remain undefeated at 5-0, and the Colts fall to 3-3. But hey, the Colts are going to win this division by default. They could go 7. They could go hell. The AFC South is so fucking bad that the Colts can go 6-10 and still win this division. And that's not an exaggeration, or at least it's not that big of an exaggeration. I don't see them doing it. I see them doing it at 9-7. But you know, I'm just saying that's how shitty the AFC South division is this year. Last year it was the NFC sewer. This year it's the AFC sewer. It is what it is. All right, last up, the Eagles beating the Giants 27-7, and even though they won by 20, it looked like the Eagles did not want to win this fucking game. I mean, give me a fucking break. Sam Bradford, 3 interceptions. One of them is the fault of Riley Racist because he stopped his fucking go route. He was supposed to keep going, and Bradford. And he fucking stopped for some reason, and that's why the throw looked worse than it really is. You know, it is what it is. The Giants, it was eerily similar to last year's blowout loss on Sunday Night Football in 2014. The good news is though, no major injuries for the New York Giants this time around. Eli Manning was actually playing well during the season. He was actually playing like Peyton Manning, whereas Peyton Manning has been playing like Eli Manning. But this past Monday, Eli Manning played like the typical Eli Manning, throwing a couple of interceptions, And DeMarco Murray played well for the Eagles once again, but he did cough the ball up a little bit. Like I said, it looked like the Eagles did not want to win this game. Who the fuck wants to win this NFC East this year? That's all I'm going to say about that. So, that's it. That's all. Till next time, later, fuckers.